Guys, Glyphic Mirror today. Today I'm going to be doing a deck profile for Oracle Think Tank. So let's go to the deck profile. I'll also be doing some ranked gameplay, maybe 1 or 2 games. So it's called Destiny Stars. I really like the name. Well, I named it this because I really like mythology, you know, stars, a lot of like stuff that's, you know, like other like stuff that is to do with, you know, like not as realistic at times. Like I like a lot like, you know, like mythology, like I say, like, you know, stars. No, I've just repeated myself. Anywho, so I really like this card, like you know, Battle Sister Coco. So I really like it because when placed, look at the top card of your deck and put it on the top or the bottom of your deck. So like if you want to, so top card of deck, for example, you can, you know, you look at it. If it's a trigger, like for example, it matters what trigger it is though. Like if it's a draw trigger, you might, you know, put it on the top so that, you know, you can use it for, you know, your drive check. Or if, for example, if you are going first, you can leave it there so that if when your opponent attacks you and you take a damage check, you can then, you know, of course, get that draw trigger off. If it's a heal trigger and it was like that, I'd want to put it to the bottom unless I could draw it, like, and only if I could then, you know, put it back, of course. I really like Coco. She's really versatile for, like, you know, putting cards to keep knowing what you want at the top for different situations or knowing what you want for the bottom for different situations. And I think she's a really important card, and I still want to use her even when the new set comes out, even when people say she falls off, apparently. So I've got 2 of her. I would like more, to be honest, because she stacks a card. Well, she doesn't, but she lets you see what the next card is, so that can be good too. You don't always need to stack. 4 PGs, because PGs are like, you know, the only way to card in this version of Vangaurd. Like in the real version of Vangaurd, you can, you know, actually have cards of shield. You can use ways to actually, you know, like protect yourself. But sadly, in this game, there is no guard. I don't know how I feel about that at times, but I do like the whole mechanic of, like, when you take a damage, you gain 5k shield. So that, you know, guarding isn't then as required as it might have been. But I do miss the guarding mechanic because it did add a lot of, like, skill to the game. And now that's not there, so a bit frustrating, but we'll see how it goes. You can see the condition for a Sentinel is if you would lose... Condition you would lose if you did not guard, or your remaining damage would be 1 or less. So, like, yeah. Or if you do not guard an attack with 2 or more crit. So, in the real game, you can choose when you use this. In this, it goes off automatically. You don't get to choose, which can be a bit frustrating at times. But that's fine. It still works. I've played this game quite a lot now. I'm Legend 30, so... I'm happy with the game. I really do like it, to be honest. Circle Magus. When placed, look at the top card of your deck and put it on top of your deck. So this let you look at the top. So you might have a card like, say, for example, Dark Cat, which could, of course, draw you that card that you've put, you know, that you've just seen on top. Or you might, or if you do see a trigger or something, you might not want to use that Dark Cat because you're going to probably end up, you know, drawing a, you know, trigger or a card you don't want in your hand. We have, and again, I really do like her, in the deck. I don't like using Gemini. I get what people use it. They use it because it's 8k, and it, you know, makes Tom a good column. But most people don't have 11k Vanguards as often now. It's still more 10s. Maybe in the next set, I might have to look at that more. But for now, it's fine. And honestly, like, the chat, it means they got lucky on the triggers. So you can't always get around that. So I'd rather have more of the, you know, looking at the top, fate predictioning, you know, like put into the bottom, put into the top, looking at your cards, understanding, basically controlling how your deck functions as much as possible, so you have as much control over it as possible. I really do like that about Oracle Think Tank. It's really fun. And it definitely takes, I think, quite a bit of skill to play, to learn the different cards and how to use them for all the different versatilities. We've also got, well, actually, we have Dark Cat again. Dark Cat, you can see, they both draw. I quite like this because, like, if you go first, you have to make tons of Dark Cats, you can start throwing them down. Yes, you draw cards, which means once you get to 9, of course, if you then draw, you discard. But you can also make your opponent discard cards from their hand if they have more than, you know, more than 9, and they have to draw, because they have to draw as well. And yeah, they draw their PGs and stuff, but that's fine because we have 3 Toms, and if you don't get Tom in this deck, it doesn't mean you don't win, but you do kind of need it to do well where we are right now in the game. Like, there's quite difficult decks to fight, like Blockade and etc. Mainly Blockade, but there are other decks. You'll see when we do some ranked. So yeah, that's why I like Dark Cat, and also, you know, I really like its artwork. In fact, I really like the artwork for all the cards, like in Vanguard and stuff, and that's why I like the game. I do like Silent Tom's artwork as well. It's really nice artwork, actually. I also like the flavor. Like, I like all the different details in a card. Like, I like its art, I like its flavor text, I like its skills. That's what makes up a card for me. And I was going to, like, go and yeah, so I like that about that. And Tom is really good because during the battle this unit attacked, your opponent's Sentinel does not activate. So that's what I mean by, like, them drawing PGs and stuff. It's not a problem because you're just going to be like, no, you can't use it. And in some games, people may choose to actually, you know, call PGs when they see a top. We know when they know someone's playing Oracles because they can't use them, so they'll use them as boosts. So you've got to be aware of that. Other people will be more aggressive, maybe, in that matchup. They might not, though. It's player's preference and its choice. Also, back to Coco for a minute, but another thing about her is like, if you do stack a card on top of the deck and you have gone, like, first, it can be frustrating, but then they might choose not to attack you. And not just to damage deny you, but also because of... They know you might have put a draw trigger there. So they know by not actually attacking you, they're wasting you a draw trigger or something. And that could be very irritating. Because then, you know, you don't then get, you know, your trigger. And that's not good. You need your trigger. Or you want it, at least. If you don't get it, it's not the end of the world. This game is, you know, about... A lot of it is luck, but there is quite a bit of skill as well. Again, made in a Libra. I've only got 2, but I quite like 2, to be honest, for my ratios, for my grade 2s. When this unit attack hits, counterblast 2 to draw a card. So it is quite, like, yeah, you want to save your counterblast like other things, like, which I'll get into. But she is good, because, like, if you have put something on, like, you've seen Circle Mage, you've seen, like, oh, you've seen a Tom, maybe, or a PG on top of your deck. You can use a Libra over maybe one of your other things later on, because then she'll get you a piece you guarantee want, while the other thing might draw, like, 2 cards, maybe, and you won't know what they are exactly. So, she's a really good card. That's why I really like using her. You've also, you know, got our 10Ks. Though I think they're good. The 10K grade ones are good because a lot of people seem to run a lot of 9s and stuff. And, like, some people do run 10s, but, like, not everyone. But quite a few do, because it's a good number to be on for, you know, a Vanguard. Plus, it's a good interceptor, 10K interceptor. I really like Promised Daughter, because when this card attacks, you know, you can discard a card from hand to get 5k. Now, the reason I like this as well at times is because, like, if you get too many cards in your hand because of all the draw triggers we're running in this build, and because you draw quite a lot, you can discard a card, and then you're not going to get to, like, 9, and then start discarding cards, and believe you me, discarding cards is horrible. I've just had to discard, like, PGs on draw and all sorts. So you definitely want to have some kind of way of removing too much hand. And also, it's good because she can gain the 5k. So if her with a trigger as well is 19, and her with 2 triggers would be, you know, like 24. But then again, her just with 9 and 7, her with just 9 and 7 for a boost is 16. So that's already good. And if you have 5k as well, that makes it 21. And that also means she can hit, you know, 11k Vanguard. So that's also why that's the point in Gemini. Like, I prefer her because of also the discarding reason. You know, to deal with the hand and stuff. Because this deck actually runs 9 draw triggers. We get enough hand most of the time. Then we got our... we have 2 Amaterasu. I don't have any more. I really like her artwork, though. During a turn, if your hand has 2 or more cards, this gets 4,000 power. And at the end... So she's good for power. She will always hit that 11k Vanguard, even though she is 10k. So that's always good. And Soul Charge 1 at the end, you know, start of each turn, and then you can look at the top card of the deck, so put it to the top or the bottom. Again, stacking. That's why she is good, but she's not our main ride. I don't particularly like main riding her. I like to save her for more the late game. Also, that Mega Blast, it can be in handy, you know, drawing like 5 cards, but with how small the deck is these days, right now, and the amount of draw trigger... My aim is not to pull off this Mega Blast. The deck doesn't need that much draw. It's good, if your deck isn't like 5 cards left. Goddess of Flower, Divination Sakuya. I kind of wish I had more of her in a sense, because I really do like her bouncing capability. She will also always hit 11k Vanguards because of her, you know, gaining 4,000 power if you have more cards in hand, which most of the time you will. And when placed, she turns all rear guards to hand. So, like, if you had, like, rear guards they didn't kill and you want them back, and you could use them again, like Dark Cat, or, you know, Circle Magus, or Coco, or, you know, even Silent Tom if they decided not to attack it for whatever known reason. I mean, I'd attack a Tom over giving someone a damage. Unless I was going for a certain way of trying to win, of course. So, Yeah, so Sakuya's really good. But she, again, is not the main ride. The main ride is Apollo on, who's really good. Like, I love this card. Even if you somehow draw your heals and stuff, if you have him, you can put him back. You can put him back into deck. And the reason that we're in crits in this deck is because like you then never have to swing at the Vanguard. You could always choose to go for the rear guard, damage deny them. You know, basically like you kill them slower, but you will definitely make sure you get off all your hit skills pretty much, unless they're at 5 damage for whatever reason by that point and you haven't killed them, which can happen. It's just not very likely. And it means you attacking your Vanguard at a rear guard, like an intercept, for example, to let your other things get through and do more stuff, isn't as bad. And his skill goes, if it hits anything, so that's really good. So you can use him to hit a rear guard and still get his draw 2 skill off regardless. You don't have to hit the Van. So I really like that about him. Also, putting heal triggers back is like one of the best things in, you know, like the game, in my opinion, right now. Like, you literally don't die as long as you don't go deck out, and as long as you don't, you know, get to, you know, 6 damage, which is when you'd lose. Los Magus, really love the start of, you know, again, comes a heal trigger and goes back to the deck. That's really good. And also she draws a card. At times I'll choose, like, not to swing with the Vanguard, and I'll use her with a rear guard, because I want to draw the card on top of the deck, for example. And then she still goes back to deck anyway. And then your Vanguard may get that, you might have more chance of a trigger than by chance, you know, for your damage check. Also, it means you won't draw, you know, drive check the card that you want to draw. So you might want to save her for that, which is why that's why I really like her. Nice artwork as well. It's really I really like the Oracle Think Tank. I'm really looking forward to the Goddess of the Full Moon Tsukiyomi to come out in the next set. I'm really looking forward for that. I've got the deck in real life and I love Tsukiyomi so much. Because I like mythology, of course, and I like the moon a lot and stuff. Also, got 4 heal triggers here. They are good. But, you know, I actually picked this one particularly because it is, you know, it's... Go back. No, not you. But I do like your one. I like this because, like I say, you know, Cowboss 1, getting 3k, you know. Makes numbers with a 7, 20. And then, I actually kind of want to keep this even want to get more copies of stuff. Because I'm only playing one, of course. But, like, this has actually, like, helped win at times. Because, like... Not win games, of course, but like it's giving you the draw you've wanted. So again, you've seen a card, you know you want to draw it instead of drive check it, so you have another way of drawing it. I like to have as many pieces in this deck to draw cards and add cards and do things than more, you know, about, I think, dealing damage constantly is, and like, you know, with crazy amounts like crits and stuff. Also, I really don't think crits are good. But that's the deck profile for Destiny Stars. Now let's get into a game or two. I'm really happy we got this game, finally. Like, really, really happy. Alright, let's go do some ranked fights. So as you can see, I'm Legend 30. I've done a lot of fighting in this. And no, I've not just used Oracles, I've mainly used Kagero to get here. But I've started using Oracles way more, because I enjoy the deck more than Blockade. And I think, in my opinion, it's better than Blockade. Because Blockade is good, it stops intercept, so I wonder if we're going to now end up facing it, and I'm going to lose. Fight. I don't always like the timer in this game, and I am sorry if I take a bit long with some moves at times. I do have a slow processing speed, and that does stop me from going quicker. But I'm going to do my best being as quick as I can. I've not changed the motto yet, let's have a good fight. I just don't know what to put yet. Plus the dark sleeves, because they look nice. Right. I'm going to put back... I don't want this. And I quite like my hand, to be honest. Actually, that's a really good hand. Put that back. Hey! Another Circle Magus. Always nice to see. So drop a 10. Oh, great 2. Right. I'm going to... So... Yeah. So I'm first going to ride Circle Magus to see what the top card is. I'd rather save the Coco for now. I'd rather see what the top card is first. I'm not just wasting maybe, you know, a stack or something. Okay, a heal trigger. I don't want that there. So we're going to call Coco. To look at the top card, which we know it's a heal, and place it on the bottom, because that's not good. Right now, at least. I could call this here. I don't want them attacking my rear guards. Yeah, we're going to call her here. Okay, grade 2. So that's not too bad. So, they seem surprised by the setup. Fair enough. So we're going to end turn. We know there's going to be a grade 2 for our damage check, which is fine. Queen of Hearts. Very good for Novas. Not good for a ride, though. They want it for their King of Sword. Okay. Yeah, the card we knew. It's not the end of the world. Maybe I should have saved the circle. No. Well, there we go, we got a grade 3. That's a really nice field to back down with Sakuya, actually. That could be why the deck did this. The deck chose. It wasn't me. Call. And yeah, we will call. The chance of these not hitting is unlikely, but it could happen. Battle. I'm going to swing with this first, because this is 12. Smallest number. They're going to gain 5k shield, so they'll go to 12 unless they get a trigger. So now they're 17. So I could choose to discard the Sakuya here to hit. I'm not going to, though, because I need a grade 3 in hand. Also, at times, I like to be on more damage than my opponent, so that their heals don't work. So I'll actually, in times, choose to go after their rear guards, so their heals won't work for a turn. See, I could discard that, but that'd be discarding a heal trigger, and that just seems like a bad idea. I'm not riding it either. So, no. We're going to end up... I could hit for the third. No, like I say, I don't like to be too high in damage. I'd rather keep the card in hand. Our hand didn't get too big this time. But either way, it's fine. This is early game. The only way to get more cards right now would be through draw triggers or drawing dark cats, like that cat there that we drew. I wish the cat was in the field, and that would be so good for Sakuya. Bounce, like, everything, apart from the grade 2s. Because those are going to get killed this turn. Okay, yep, they're using Transrazor. That was a bit... That was a pretty nice, Wait, no, did they call that? Transrazor or Vanguard still? No, they did. They got that. Kira, oh boy. All the Transrazor stuff. Okay, so they attack the Kira. They're going to now Catablast 2 to draw a card. Kira's really good in Novas because she draws cards. And they have so much counter charge, it's not even funny. Why didn't you attack the grade 2? Why not drive? Why did you not drive check? That's my question. Sure. They must have misclicked. Well, I'm sorry that you misclicked. We're going to call Circle. Ooh, PG. So like I said before, that's why we want Cat. So we're going to call Cat. Cat's going to draw the PG. And now we have Coco. Thanks. This is why I love Sakuya. She just bounces everything. So good. What's the top card of deck? Okay, can we draw that? Sadly not. So that's going to go to the bottom. We will call this. And we technically don't have to call this grade 3 and could get a bounce again, maybe, if this game keeps going like this. So maybe we do call a heal. No, we can still kill the intercept. Let's move this up and let's battle. So we're gonna have this attack this. Yeah, they're Transrazor literally just a shield at this point. It doesn't do anything else. Well, it doesn't matter. We'll swing with this anyway. We don't play crits. But maybe we should have swung to give them that. Now they might just start thinking we don't play crits. No, they can do anything, because guarding's not a thing in this game. Apart from PGs, which Tom is supposed to destroy. However, we don't have any Toms right now, so that's a bit unfortunate. However, they're at 3 and we're at 1. I like to keep an eye on this constantly, just to like see where triggers are at. You can see her in a lot of draws. They've got... Well, you don't get to see their trigger line, but as you can see, they're running quite a very... Well, no, they're just running crits and draw and heal? I wouldn't run crits and Novas. So again, you are trying to deal... No, I'd run draws. I'd run draws and heals. And the stand's fine, because that's the Battle Razor. They didn't choose that. That's an extra trigger, just like our Lovin's Magus, who's in the deck right now. And if we draw her again, we can use her, so that's good. Oh, the SP is nice. Brutal Jack. They're going to now restand their Death Army guy. Well, no, they're getting the counter charge. If the Vanguard hits, which it will if they don't get it, if they get a trigger. If they don't get a trigger, it won't. Oh, rip. That's some bad luck for them. Nice, we get to bounce that. We get to bounce the all back. Glad I didn't discard the Sakuya. But that's really unfortunate for them, because they get a trigger. This would have stood, and they would have also stood their Brutal Jack, which might have been able to hit, because we'd be 14. Right, guess we're going to re-ride. I actually really like Sakuya, but I really wish we had Apollo on right now. Game took a bit of time there with its time. I'm going to call this. So again, it's a trigger, and I don't technically want to draw it. However, that's an Apollo one, so I do want to draw it. And we are going to call Coco. Ooh, a cat. We can't draw it, so it's going to the bottom of the deck. And we're not calling that Apollo one. That's just a bad idea again. That's 7. Bit annoying. So this is why I want to save that heal, because like I might just not move this. Oh no, I will move this up because we can still hit the van then. So I will move this up. We will most likely get a trigger. We've not had too many. Let's have the Brutal Jack first. Jack's the threat. So we have to kill them both anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Not when the columns are this big, at least. Oh, no trigger. That's a bit unfortunate, but now we're even. They didn't get triggers, and I didn't get triggers. Yeah, we're just gonna have to sit there Circle Mages. Rip. But we have got Apollo on for next turn, with the, and we can return the heal, so that's good. Damage is quite good for me, to be fair. I'm at 2. They're probably going to heal soon. Too sure if this game goes, or they're going to start healing later on. It's going to be really annoying. I honestly wish they'd get it out the way so my heals actually work. Because I have all 4 in there. Not 5, there's 1 in hand. But it only says, 5 because they haven't actually seen it yet. But I'm aware that I have 4 in deck right now. I hope we don't get a heal until the second damage here, because that's a crit. And that's 2 damage. Nice, draw trigger. Drew the Silent Tom, that's very nice. And there goes a PG, that's not so good. But we get a Silent Tom. We just have to get rid of those intercepts and make sure there's a clear way for Tom to push the game. But this game could go on for a bit. Thanks to Apollo 1, the heals, and how this deck plays. Still, they're hitting for quite a bit of damage, honestly. I draw a trigger again. Don't draw a heal. What do you mean, seriously? I'm pulling a lot of draws in this deck. There's only 2 triggers in the damage zone. How many have you got? 1. You haven't seen your other 2 damage yet. Alright, Apollo 1. Want that back. Call? Really want to call something right now, honestly. I'm so tempted to call the Tom just so we have the intercept, but they might just... I don't know. I need the intercept. My hand really isn't good. Yeah, gonna have to forgo the Tom. That's annoying. Oh well. Hasn't gone the... But like I said before, this is why I like using, this first. PG. There we go, heal. Okay, that's good. We'll give power to Tom. What do you mean? You're winning right now. Don't complain. Oh, great, we drew a heal. Back to the deck. And next turn, send that other one back to the deck and hope we don't draw another one. I really do love this deck, though. Oh boy. Well, it's a wasted trigger for them. That's fine with me. We're both at 4, so both our heals will work. So that's good. And we still have 3 in the deck, because it's 1 in hand that decided to get drawn. But we have a PG, we have 2 intercepts. I had to call it, because, like, if I didn't, like, Novas really do rush. And sometimes you've got to sacrifice that Tom or grade 2. That's why I'm glad I have 3 and not, like, 2. But I would like a 4th, but I can get that from the tournament event that should be happening eventually. Don't know when, but either way I can get the 4th copy, so I'll stop pulling. I want to get Tsukuyomi next set really badly. Yep, Incept's doing the job, that's good. That's not good. That's very bad. I mean, no it's not, it's 1 damage. Wait, no, it's gonna make me use a PG. God damn it. That's fine. Day 3 Stankura. That's gonna be a PG out of our hands. We luckily did draw a Tom from the draw trigger, I've just noticed in my hand, so... Wait, no, maybe it was from the draw. Doesn't matter. Either way, they only have 1 intercept, so we should be able to go for game here. We have to ride Amaterasu, though. Or we go for the long game strategy, which I'm not doing right now. Not from how the field looks. It's looking bad on my end, let me tell you. Ride Amaterasu. I love the little animations. We don't want it at the... Yeah, no, we want it at the bottom. We can't draw it after all, so it's no better where it is. And we are going to call this. Now I've got to decide on something. Do I want the column? No, I want the columns to be bigger. So I will just do this. She's 16. If I don't get a trigger, that's really annoying. How many PGs have you lost? 1. Yeah, no, we need Tom to hit, so... Yeah, we'll lose our nice column there, which is fine, because we'll use the van for its job. No, I should have done that differently. Bow. I might have just given myself the loss, not gonna lie. Need a trigger. Okay. No, it's fine. This still works, because if they pull a trigger either way, like... We needed a trigger, don't get a trigger. You hate to see it. Guess we're taking out the Lion Heat. Our best hope is that that goes back to deck now and draws us a PG. That's not a PG. That's probably game. Oh well. Happens. We've still got more games after this, so not too bothered. Okay. Yeah, that is definite death unless I somehow start ripping heals like crazy. I got 3. Don't have Tom anymore though, so now I've got to beg that they don't pull a heal trigger. Or this is gonna just be impossible to win. Oh well. Coming in for the slash. Are we going to get a heal? Nope. Well, that was game 1. Now on to game 2 against whoever else we'll be facing. That happens at times. Honestly, getting Sakuya that many times never really happens. She's not the main ride, Apollo one is, and we needed that earlier. We need to get like a healing deck earlier, actually. But yeah, the reason we lost there is because we didn't get a trigger. Because we got the trigger, we would have been at 5. We would have gained 5, and we had the 7. So we with the Tom, so it would have been 20, and we could have gone for the win. They could have got both a heal though. I don't think they would have though. It's unlikely if it happens, but it does happen. Now we're facing Kagero next, probably blockade. When is it never blockade? I don't want to ride that Tom, like, really badly. Nice sleeves, though. Okay, that's better. Right. Right circle first. You see, Kagero retires rear guards, so I have to be really careful on this match, because I do not want them killing certain stuff. Okay, so a Libra. Well, guess we'll call Dark Cat for that, honestly. I will call Coco? Yeah. Sure. That's interesting. Guess we're drawing. And then we're going to stack the deck again. That's why I love this deck. Yeah, no. Bottom, please. But I have to remember now there's a heal trigger at my bottom, so unless my deck shuffles somehow, I am going to lose a heal. Which is upsetting. No, rephrase that. Which means I will not be able to, you know... It's at the bottom, so there's less chance unless the deck gets really small that I'm going to get a heal trigger. Does this shuffle the deck? Nope, just returns it to the deck. I don't know if it goes to the bottom or the top. I think it just goes to the deck randomly. My cat. I don't really like using Gojo and Kagero. I get it why it's there for hand filtering and stuff, but I prefer using like Joker and the grade 1. Like, if you get the grade 1s when you could retire, like, you know, some of my back row and stuff, some of my boosts. It'd be better for Joker. I don't know what other grade 1s they're probably running. Guess we'll see in this match. Ride Libra. This isn't a great... No, it's fine. I'm going to have to ride Tom, it's fine. I actually don't want to ride this. This looks horrible. I don't want to... If I ride this, like, we won't lose, but it's not good. Might discard it. Need damage. Though I probably will go for that Gojo as well. Because that Gojo could result in me getting, you know, them not having a boost. Hey, heal. That's good. And that's why it's good to be on lower damage than your opponent. Or at least be at equal. Because then heals don't work otherwise. Honestly, I think I'll just go for the... Yeah, I'll push. Oh boy. Pray for some draw triggers now for our damage checks. Like, really need some. But this is called Destiny Stars, so we'll have to see what Destiny has in store for us. Okay, using Conroe, gonna add a PG most likely. I wouldn't do that in this match. Yeah, I would not add PGs against Oracles. I get why, but I'd rather use a resource that I know I can use than something that's basically going to be dead. We'll have to see what they do. I'm guessing you're going to be doing that. Yeah, that's fine. I would have... Why not use the Van? Do you play crits then? I wouldn't. That's why I don't play crits in these decks. You could have used this to attack this, use T-Just to attack the back, and use this to attack this. I wouldn't take any... Then I wouldn't take any damage, I guess. I mean, 1 damage though now. Like, that's not bad. You're at 3. What is bad enough to ride this? Or I don't ride it and hope. Because I can get this back. No, we need the twin drive. Unfortunately. Unfortunate as it is. Call the cat. Don't fail me. This deck today is not being very nice. Have an Amaterasu. Would have liked that last turn. Alright, fine. I can make this work if I have to ride Amaterasu. I can't make this work if I have to ride the other things. It doesn't matter what we attack with here. So I'd rather see my triggers and distribute the powers. Power. Draw a trigger, which is nice. Drew a PG. That's always good. We have Tom, so that's very good. No. Don't be dumb. 12. Then 19. I usually like to discard hand because I have too much, but this time, like, do I want to discard any of those? Not really. Might have to go for the Gojo, to be honest. Or we discard the Tom. That's kind of the win con, though. And they could get a heal anyway to put to 4. No, the rear guard's more important. Because those boosters are going to be very important when I start getting... Like, I'm at 1, so if I get trigger, I'll be at 20. Gotta make this bad Vanguard I've got right now, like the bad grade 3 I have right now, work. Otherwise, this is not... Oh, Goku. Not blockade. So they can't... Well, okay, doesn't matter about the intercept now. They're burning it. Dual Axe Dragon. Bar. So big columns, basically. You know attack with the Van? This is why I don't... If you don't play crits, you have no reason then for the Vanguard to not attack the rear guard, and you can have your bigger columns do the damage. Like, if you didn't get a trigger here, for example, you'd still hit, but... I don't know. I just don't... Yeah, you get to retire stuff. Great. I lose my field. There's the heal, so... You drew some... So maybe I should have gone for the fit. No, we're at 1 damage. No need to fret. Damage check. Tom. Great. Now equal at least. Hey. Nice. Not nice. Apollo going to the damage zone doesn't really make me happy. Because we drew another one, hey? I might have to call Amaterasu. Just so I have another attack. We need to push for damage here. We'll be sitting here for 10 hours. Yeah. Sorry, Army. Do I want to attack with anything else? I'm not calling Tom. No. Call the heal? No. Again, that's why I swing with this first. Can distribute the triggers. In this case, it doesn't matter because it's the same number, but usually have more of a field. This didn't go very well, that's all. But it'll all work out, hopefully. And now we return our heal. So, even though we had a really bad start with the whole, grade 3 thing, we've made it work out, mostly. With 2 Toms as well, so, like, I will push for this damage. Yeah, I will push for this damage. Because they can call anything to that column there. It's not a grade 2 either, so they might not want to get rid of it, and that means 1 less intercept for me to worry about. Though it does hurt right now not having any prediction cards. Did use a lot of them at the start of the game. Oh well. Ah, okay. I would have retired it and called something else and you could swung at the van, but okay. I'm guessing either there's just PGs in your hand or, no triggers. Perfect. Put me to 5. That's fine. Still put me to 5, please, because then your 5th heal won't work, and then I can pretty much guarantee your death with Tom. Hopefully. Because you have no intercepts. Like, lots of Kagura players don't seem to have lots of intercepts. Probably because you used a lot of them here. Like the T-Justice and stuff. But don't work as well in the Oracle match. No, we don't ride. I might only want to call the 1 Tom, though. Then I can save it, increase your live. As long as it hurt, does it matter? I don't want to draw a trigger. It'll be really bad. That was a misclick and a half. Oh well. Yeah, that's bad. Don't draw a trigger. Oh, great. That's not what I wanted to do. I am very sorry, player. I'm not trying to, like, mock you or anything. I ruined this turn. Although the lozenge shall help. That a good hand? Good. Battle. Right. Let's not ruin this anymore, please. Thank goodness. Sure. Although, should I? No, we don't. We just give the power to Tom. Don't think about this. The heal won't work. Okay, it's a draw. Not that it matters. Yep, skill. Nice. This is looking a lot better for us now than it was. Put that draw trigger back. Not that it will help us now. And we swing for Tom for game, I guess. They can't use PGs. That'll be GG of them unless they pull a heal. And they have 2 left. Why do you do this to me, game? Why? You had one job. I didn't mean to call the PG. It's so frustrating. Don't draw a heal, please. The 10 would have been enough. That misclick. This game with its draggy system at times. I swore I was drawing something else. Oh well. There's Overlord. Usually goes a lot better than this. Well, we got another game after this. And then we'll probably call it a day. I'm a little sad this deck might have no losses, no wins at this point, which is, like, you know, very frustrating because this usually works so much better for me when I'm not videoing it. But that's the way Vangaurd goes. Good, bad luck. This deck's supposed to create the luck, but, you know. See? I'd be fine here! Wait, no. How many attacks have you got? No, you got 3, actually. Let's just hope for a heal. And hope for a heal, you know, with, yeah, no. This is going to be kind of like impossible to get out of. Oh, we have 6 cards, actually, and, like, 2 heals left. We might... We're not going to double 6 damage heal. We'll get 1, most likely. The chance of not. The losses might still be at the bottom. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. We will see. See? There's the heal. We could have won this. I'd kept the Tom and everything, but no, I decided to draw. There's still a chance. There's still a chance. Nope. On to game 3. That was irritating. But so is Vangaurd at times. Is how triggers go. The best thing to do is have fun and enjoy the game. Facing an overplayer. Maybe you can beat this one. I still like to have a good game, win or lose. As long as I have a good game, I don't mind. But I could have won that if I didn't call a PG. This is a much better hand, apart from the PG, actually. Maybe put the Tom back? No. There are ride targets. That's very annoying. I'm gonna regret putting this Apollo one back, am I? Yeah. No, that might work out better, no. We don't have to ride a PG, at least. That's really bad in this match. We don't want to not have PGs for this match. Okay, gonna ride Cat. And we're gonna move this back. And we're gonna draw a card. There you go. That's much better. And we're not gonna call the other Dark Cat because I'd rather save it. So pass. I'm sorry if I've been explaining a lot and talking loads. It's just how I like to play the game. I do it when I'm actually on my own as well. To show the thinking behind the deck and what you need to do and how it plays. Damage check. Yeah, Coco. That's not good. There's the heal. Drawn. Without its use. It'd be returned though, so it's fine. Don't call that. Right, Libra. I usually disavow the animations because it plays quicker, but I quite like the animations at times as well. No, don't call cat. No, that's fine. Battle. Draw trigger. Nice. You draw a card. You might want to discard one of those. You might not need to, though. Good. No discard required. 17. I like it when the heals are like earlier because they get out of the way. I like it when mine are last because then I got like 5. When you got like that 5 card situation, you got like maybe like 3 left. It's like, you probably get a 6 damage heal, maybe even 2 if you're lucky. That's why I love this deck. That's why I can't wait for Tsukiyomi where you're just gonna be like top 7, look and go like, superior right, and you just have your ride each turn. You stack the bottom of the deck. It's gonna be great. Don't know if I've changed the trigger lineup. I really do like draw triggers in this deck. Crits really don't seem to do much in my opinion. Because you deal 2 damage, which also gives them more damage to work with. It could also be bad when you want to damage deny. It means the Vanguard has to always swing at the Van, really, most of the time, and I don't like that. I like the choice. I mean, you don't have to, but then you waste crits. You might not get draws and get hand. The game feels like all about hand right now. You need to have field. You need to have intercepts each turn. With this deck, definitely you need intercepts each turn. You don't want 2 grade 3s in your front row. That's nearly a death sentence. And there goes a PG. Although we have 2, so we lost, we have still 1 PG left. We have 2 in hand. Right. Yeah, we'll call that 10k. Because they have a lot of 9s, but they do have a 10. They have King of Sword. Like every clan has 1 10k vanilla. Do not call, don't call Tom. I will use Dark Cat here because there literally is no danger in doing so. Why have 1 when you can have 2? And don't attack with anything. I mean not attack on it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That's nice setup actually. Battle. Hit the small one first. No. Hate it when it does that. I mean, I need that counter block. You don't have it anymore. Great game. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that to me? I want to return this heal, not keep it in hand for 10 turns. There's a bright side to that. It means I can return it later when I've got less cards in deck. Less likely to waste it then. We'll see. We will see how it goes. I'm honestly not too happy with how the first 2 games went. And I know game 2 was my misplay and my fault. That's also why I like Dark Cat, by the way. They've drawn so many cards, they've had to start discarding. They didn't have any draws. Yeah, they don't have any draw triggers, to be fair, have you? You've had no draw triggers, so Dark Cat did put in the work. It made them lose a Transrazor. That's nice. I will say this right now, I hate the hand system in this game. I wish you could just draw your cards and, not lose hand. But someone's explained to me why, and I already know why. It's because you just keep drawing and drawing and drawing to have all your pieces and just sit there happy. So I get why they do it. It's still not a good reason. This is why I don't like being on more damage from my opponent. Get all your heals now and don't get them later. It's not good. It's very bad, actually. Do I want to ride Apollo one? No. Ride Skip. See if I get a heal here again. I'm gonna... Do I want to deal them a damage now? Just they have 2 intercepts. That won't get another heal. It's fine. I know I've just tempted fate, but it's fine. They won't get another heal, right? Please. I beg of you. Do not pull a heal. I mean, no, me. I don't want to pull a heal trigger here, game, okay? I mean it. Okay, draw is fine. And drawing on my 2 Rossi is very good as well. Power to this. Follow 1 skill. Perfect. Canvas 2. Draw 2. Return our 1 heal back. And now we have our 18 cards, 3 heals left. Not the greatest, to be honest. But we'll make it work. No skill, of course, because I can't boss. Right, 22. I could use the skill to discard and draw. I don't think I will. Yeah, I don't think I will. Let me PG. Oh, then again, I could draw a PG though. That invokes them. Quite a good hand. Maybe I could have discarded the Oracle. Gemini. No, I want grade 2s next turn. The farmy guy. Lion Heat. Oh boy. Also, Shurikaze is really annoying for this match. Like, he's always 11. Which is one of the terms of, like, Tom where this is really annoying. I wish they were on their gold Rutile, because if you can. It means now even if I hit them with a Tom for 20, it's not enough. But literally, like, I've had so many games where they're always 10k Vanguard and it's worked so much better than this. And they just double draw triggers. Oh boy. Damage check. No trigger again. That Death Army dies. Definitely going for the van. Yeah. He might pull a heal though at this point. No. Oh no, I want the draw too, but at the same time I really don't with this hand. I'm going to ride on my Terrasu. I want my stacking now. You soul charge the Tom. I'm not happy about that. Place at the bottom. So our deck's getting smaller now, which is good and bad, because the minute we get deck depleted, we lose. But they only have, you know, like... Should I have gone for the Tom here? No, we do that next turn. If there is a next turn. You know what? I don't feel safe with that. Now I feel safe. Vangaurd Amaterasu gains power. We don't need the trigger now for really good reasons. Power. We now have 2 heals left. But we're at 4, so that's much better against the Nova matchup. We have 2 intercepts as well that they have to attack because they're not blockade. Can we push the game? Maybe. If we don't have a PG, we win this. But they always will probably have a PG at this point. We're in, like, Legend rank. Of course they're going to have them. They've already lost 2, though, because they've only used 1. Because they lost 1 in their damage. Okay, they didn't lose 1 of them. Where'd they go, then? They ride it? Did I make them discard a PG? I might have? But how? Dark Cat, sure, but I thought they discarded Transvaser. They haven't Soul Blasted. Oh, heal trigger. So we did go to the damage zone, but it got healed. Yeah, that's the only other thing I could think of. No. Are you going to pull triggers? Please don't. Make my job easier. No, I want a good fight. Fair enough. But luckily I'm at 5, so your line heat's not hitting. Because I'm going to have PGs in hand and they automatically will go off. The mirror match for Oracles is a nightmare. When it happens. Luckily it hasn't happened today. I could ride a Palawan. I'm not going to. Oh, that's nice to see. I think we'll place that on top of the deck. Just get this one victory of Tom, please, to prove that this deck is not bad. It's not bad. I've used it so many times. Don't be a bad deck today, please. More like me being the bad player. Although we should probably... Oh, we just swing, actually. Yeah, bow. Just swing with the Tom. Because they get the heal here. We want to at least get it out. Yes! Nice. So, 2 losses and 1 win. But we did make a misplay, so we would have got that win, probably. But they could have got a heal, maybe, so who knows. We will never know. Anyway, that was my Oracle Think Tank deck profile. I really love the deck. I can't wait for new support when it will eventually come out. If you like the video, if you want, please subscribe. If you leave a like. I really do like feedback, so if you can really put some feedback on what you think needs to be improved, or if you'd like to see a certain, you know, like maybe deck to be played, let me know what you guys are maybe looking for, and I can maybe try and do that. And I'll do what I can. Also, I'd also like to, you know, shout out two channels that I've done that also do Vangaurd content, and they are really good at their content. And those names are Final Phase Gaming, who does really good content. I mean, they do really good content for Vangaurd. I've seen their videos. I really like their stuff that they've done. And also Ace TCG Gaming, or Ace TCG. They also do some really good Vangaurd content. They also have done some real life Vangaurd content from what I've seen on their channel. And also, the Discord server that, for cardfight Vangaurd. It's been really good. They host like tourneys on there and stuff. Like, you know, it's all community based. Like, it's not like, you know, like it's not like the official company, you know, itself is doing it. Like, it's all on Discord, and, you know, and there are people organising it and stuff. And I've really enjoyed taking part in those tourneys. I think it's a really nice community. I really am happy to be being part of that community. I will leave the link to the 2 channels I mentioned down below, and I will also, you know, leave the description of the Discord down below if you want to join that Discord and be part of all of that. It's really fun. Like I said before, sorry it's been a while I hadn't done content, but I'd rather have not, you know, I'd rather make sure I was doing good content than content where I was just throwing stuff out. So I hope to do a lot better with my content and stuff in the future. Hope you enjoyed the video. And this is Glyphic Mirror, signing out. Bye.